Welcome to this week of Fly Rod Chronicles. I'm Curtis Fleming, and we're up here at Harmon's North Fork Cottage in wild, wonderful West Virginia with my good friend, Senator Joe Manchin. Attaboy, good job. You cannot have more fun than this, can you? This is the best. You know, Senator, I've been catching these fish for a long time, and you've been catching them longer than me. Every fish that I look at, though, I cannot tell if it's a Democrat or a Republican.
Traveling the world, fishing, enjoying the great outdoors. Those are things that would have seemed impossible to me when I was a kid growing up in the mountains of West Virginia. I'm a lucky man, and I never want to forget it, and I'm hoping that sharing my experiences with folks will inspire them to do the same. I'm Curtis Fleming, and these are my Fly Rod Chronicles.
Wyatt, I'm gonna need a hand here, buddy. You think you can help me land this guy? Yeah. It's got a nice rainbow up here. You've done this before, haven't you? Huh? Good deal. Come here, buddy. Give me a hug, man. I appreciate you. Hey, so this week is gonna be incredible. I'm with Senator Joe Manchin. He likes to be called just Joe. Senator Joe Manchin, he loves kids. He loves our state of West Virginia. You know, he was our former governor of West Virginia, and now he spends a lot of time in Washington, D.C. as our U.S. Senator. And our senator worked for our coal miners in West Virginia. He works to make sure that we have clean water for our fishery. It's just going to be a pleasure to have him to come down here and hang out with us. You think we should release this guy? Huh? Another one of your friends.
That's my real good buddy, Bobby Huggins. Huggy.
Yeah. Good fish.
Did he catch that himself?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask one question.
Yeah.
How do I get on the wall?
Well, you got to catch a fish at Harmon's.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I'm
ready.
I mean, you got Lefty Cray, the king of fly fishing.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean,
he could have gave me some pointers, right?
Oh, he could have. He was the best.
I need pointers.
He was the best.
I hope I can do okay.
See, from what I understand, I don't think you need pointers. Correct me if I'm wrong here. What year did West Virginia name you Sportsman of the Year?
I don't remember.
I
was. I know. See, I come from Little Farmington High School.
That's right.
So I played ball there, and I was lucky enough to get a scholarship to play ball at WVU. I went there. Was playing quarterback my freshman year, and then Coach Gene Corm was relieved. He was the one that recruited me, and then Jim Carlin came in. Guess who was my first quarterback coach?
I don't know.
Bobby Bowden.
Was it really?
I'll never forget. Coach Bowden pulls up in a car.
Yeah.
He got 6 little kids in the back of a station wagon. I'm thinking, what is this?
Yeah.
And he was him and Ann, beautiful wife Ann, and his 6 kids. And he's talked so fast. We used to get in the huddle, and he'd be talking so fast. I said, Coach, I can't understand you.
Right.
What play was that? He would always say, dance with who brung you, dance with who brung you. And I said, Coach, dance with who brung you. What does that mean?
Right.
Run the same play over until they stop it. I said, Coach, I got it.
You got
it.
That's it. Okay.
I got it.
Well, there you go. So we just got to go and catch a fish.
I got to go catch a fish.
Yeah.
I want to be on this wall.
Okay.
I want to be on the wall.
In inner space. You see it. Oh, that's a TV fish. That's what he wants. Joe, he wants some TV time.
He got it that time. I hope you got that one. You're going to go again, I think.
What a nice fish.
Look at him run. Look at him run.
There he is. Give me a hand, baby. Look at this guy. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, Joe.
Can't get enough of Fly Rod Chronicles? Check us out online. This segment is brought to you by Fly Rod Chronicles Signature Rod.
You know, Senator, I've been catching these fish for a long time, and you've been catching them longer than me. Every fish that I look at, though, I cannot tell if it's a Democrat or a Republican.
That's what's good about fishing.
Isn't it?
It's nonpartisan.
It is not.
Nonpartisan. This is really, this sport, anything outdoors, but fishing really keeps us all together. We're not worried about the politics. We're worried about basically catching the fish.
That's exactly right.
Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you first because we know in who we believeth, that He's a mighty God. He created heaven, He created earth, He created each one that's here, and we thank you, Lord. I prayed this morning if they came into my home, they'd feel welcome, they'd feel the love of Christ, they'd feel that they're unique and special. And God, we have the senator right here, God. Senator Manchin, God, he has to make so many decisions in his life, and everybody doesn't always agree, but God, you give him the wisdom.
Oh, he's got a fatty. That thing's fat. Hey, well, you don't like catching little fish? Huh?
It's a good one here.
It is a good. Oh! Here, go.
Come on, baby.
This is a great fish.
on.
I got you. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Way to fight him. Beautiful. My goodness, Joe. Look at the bend on that rod. He's a heavy fish, isn't he?
He's a good fish. I don't know if he's quite as well about this.
but he's fatter. Yeah, I see it. Yep. Real fat fish.
Let's get him up in here, where it's a little bit more shallow. Come on, now you won't fall in. Come in here with me.
I'm with you, brother. You cannot have more fun than this, can you?
This is the best. This, let me tell you, when I'm sitting in Washington in my office, or I'm over in the Capitol, I'm on the Senate floor voting.
Right.
This is what I'm thinking about. When I'm debating somebody, I'm saying, if you only knew what I knew about West Virginia and the fishing and the trout fishing in our streams, you wouldn't be objecting to me right now.
maybe that's what we should do.
I'm going to bring a few more over.
Is we should bring them over here, right? That's a great fish. My goodness. Big rainbow. Big rainbow. Attaboy. Look at this guy.
Another beauty.
Oh, he's beautiful.
The good Lord blessed us with some of the greatest scenery that you've ever been involved in. And my little state's called West Virginia. You might want to come visit, and when you do, you'll probably want to stay.
That's it. That's it. And you're good friends with one of the most decorated veterans in the nation. Is that a fact?
Woody Williams.
He's the most decorated.
He's the last living Universal Medal honor winner from Iwo Jima. Only thing Woody went back 6 times. People don't know the whole story on Woody. First of all, having a flamethrower, having a bottle of liquid gasoline on your back is dangerous enough.
Right.
Woody did it 6 times. He knocked out the pillboxes. He had 2 Marines that got killed protecting him while he was taking out the pillboxes. He tells those stories.
The average life of a flamethrower was 5 minutes because he was a target that the Japanese wanted to get rid of very badly.
We've been out in San Diego. We named a ship after him, and I was there when they christened that. And I've been with Woody quite a bit, but I've never been more proud of a person who's dedicated his life to the service to others and making sure we never forgot how we enjoy what we're enjoying today. There's someone right today, somewhere in the world, willing to take a bullet for you and I, for us to enjoy this fruit.
Can't get enough of Fly Rod Chronicles? Check us out online. This segment is brought to you by Fly Rod Chronicles Signature Rod.
Having Curtis as a fellow native West Virginian, to see his success he's had, but to bring the joy that he brings to people that follow him in his shows, and especially when he's able to come back home and I can be with him in West Virginia, it doesn't get any better than that. We're both very proud of our state. We're very proud of the tradition we grew up with, and fishing has been one of them. coming to the mountains here in West Virginia, and Grant and Pendleton, all through the mountain streams that we fish in North Fork, South Fork. It makes it just absolutely that much better. But hoping people will be able to see this and say, my goodness, I can have a piece of heaven too. Just come visit us.
Senator Manchin, several years ago, I had the distinct pleasure of being the principal at Paw Paw Schools
When I was there.
in Morgan County, West Virginia, and I would often have to explain to Curtis why I had to get up so early to help the custodians get the coal in the furnace. And you visited my school one time because we had all of our graduating class registered to vote.
Right.
So you had a certificate for me.
I was Secretary of State at that time. You know, that was probably 22 or 23.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And you were wondering why I was covered with smoke.
Yeah.
I was black, and it wasn't a week later that you had our
changed
problem. You did. Yes. So grateful.
And that's something that we all should be doing, but that day had passed. You shouldn't have been doing what you were doing up into the 21st century, that's for sure.
But it you know,
Well,
that was
I'm
such
glad.
a unique experience at
Oh,
Paw Paw
my
Schools.
goodness. And you all were one of the first schools that had a complete 100% participation.
Yes.
We gave you the Jennings Randolph Award.
Absolutely,
That was
yes.
something. I remember that. Yeah, that was the good old days.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
It's Westervelt Ecological Services. Time for conservation.
And look how pristine this water is. You had a lot to do with the Clean Water Act and things that gives us the quality fishing.
Well, here's the thing. People think, for some reason, they think in West Virginia we don't care about water or air. I said, I haven't met a West Virginia yet that want to drink dirty water or breathe dirty air.
That's right.
But we also think there's a balance between the economy and the environment. There's a way that the economy and the environment can work in harmony.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've got to have jobs. The country has to have the products that we produce, and we have to have the technology to make it better to use these products.
Right.
We can mine coal cleaner, and you can use it cleaner, and we can do it safer.
Right.
But some people say just quit completely, and I said as long as there's a product, it's going to be provided.
That's right.
Shouldn't it be in the safest environment and the cleanest environment?
Yeah.
So we're always working on that, but we're not allowing any discharge.
That's right.
I don't care whether it's here in our beautiful mountain streams or on the Ohio River,
Right.
the C8 and all that. This has got, and we're shutting all those things down.
Right.
And there's a better way of doing it.
Yeah.
You can't expect the industry unless the technology is there and says, listen, this is what you need. This is a pollution control you need on your factory.
Yep.
And we'll give you a period of time to retrofit. If we give them a reasonable amount of time, every good operator and any good company will make the changes if the technology is there.
Senator Manchin's going to stop and greet some people here in our hometown here in Bridgeport. He's stopping by and going up to the Wonder Bar to hang out with Mr. Alvarez and some friends.
Introduce you to my good friend and talk about what's happening in the energy business, but more importantly, what's happening in West Virginia. I think it's important for them to hear from you about what's happening at a national level, and more importantly, what you see in West Virginia for the future.
Hey, Dave, thank you. Let me just say to Dave and Mark, man, I've known him since he was a wee little thing. I know it's hard to believe. He was a wee little thing at one time. Rotten as hell. Couldn't control him. Nothing's changed. Anyway, let me just say, you're in the most exciting thing going on right now. The energy business is happening in West Virginia. The rest of the world is finding out what we have, and they all want a piece of us. And we've got to make sure what we do it right. I'm just so tickled to death.
All right, so we're heading into the Wonder Bar, and we're going to go in and see Senator Manchin and hopefully talk a little bit of fishing.
Gotten involved in this, and I know everyone knows how important our friend is, because he does, when you say, hey buddy, he jumps and helps, and I appreciate that.
I'm wanting to work with everybody. I'm trying to bring people together. I don't go out and badmouth. I'm not going to talk about, if I've got to talk about somebody to get elected, I'm running for the wrong reason. If I can't tell you what I'm trying to do, and we've got to bring the country together, we've got to keep our states strong. We've got to take advantage of the opportunity of the energy we have. All these things have to be done. But you've got to be able to sit down and work through your differences.
All of this is a team effort. for everything that I advocated and cheered and begged for. There were so many people in the trenches making it happen. And that's what makes, I think, West Virginia special, is that we do work together, we pull together, and it is about our families. Our individual families, our collective families, and at the end of the day, about our state family.
Can't get enough of Fly Rod Chronicles? Check us out online.
Gotta get there one way or another. I'm a fishing bum.
You know what's cool about Harmon's North Fork Cottages is my family just came up here for a day trip just to go hiking up the Dolly Sods. You know, we got Seneca Rocks is right over the mountain. We've got Blackwater Falls. You gotta come and book this trip. It's just absolutely amazing. And to catch fish, I mean, it just doesn't get any better than this. Yes, he did. Oh, attaboy. Nice hook set, Joe. Nice fish.
It's time for IGFA, Release of the Week.
Senator, we have to release this fish, and we gotta get you back to D.C.
Not yet.
No, you don't want to leave?
Not yet. Not yet.
You don't care if I release your fish, do you?
No, go ahead. That's a good one.
That's a beautiful fish. It's a beautiful rainbow, and I'm
trying to catch his brother or mother, one of the two.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let this guy go here. I'm gonna head him upstream. So there he goes. And you were given a curfew by your wife, by your campaign folks.
Let me just say this, Curtis, to you and my buddy Rick here. We've known each other. We play ball against each other and been friends ever since high school. To Todd, I've known his mom and the whole family forever and ever and ever.
Come down here, Todd. Come down here. We appreciate you, man. You know how much I love you, huh?
You and I have been doing this a while.
He keeps enticing me. He always has the right. I could be in an appropriations meeting.
Right.
I could be in an intelligence meeting, and I go out and check my phone, and there's a little picture. It says, guess what?
Well, I only work 4 blocks from you. So I'm right where you are. We have the same problem. We work
and we think about being here all the time. This is where we want to be. I want all my West Virginia friends and the people I work with all the time, but all the people I talk to, and I'm out, I just want you to remember one thing. When it's a nice day, and it's either in the spring or the fall, when we're talking, my mind truly is back there at Harmon's on the river fishing.
Yeah, absolutely. Is it cheating if you would borrow President Trump's helicopter and come over? Is that cheating?
I don't know if he'll quicker. I think he might let me use it. If he knew what I was going to use it for.
Could we get him here?
We're going to try. I'm going to tell him.
Yeah.
I said, let me tell you one thing.
Right.
In a bipartisan way, let's you and I go fishing in West Virginia and really show him what it's all about. I'll do that. Next time I'm going to tell President Trump, I'll go golfing with you because I know you're a better golfer than me.
Right.
If you'll go fishing.
It's on.
Well, I think we have a place here that would fit him.
That'd be a lot of fun. He'd love it. I think he would.
Yeah.
And that, you know what, and we've said this before, this is truly one of the greatest family, greatest outdoor sports, greatest family gatherings you have. And you bring a young child here. I brought my kids at 6, 7 years of age. They never forgot it. Just listen. Just be quiet and listen to what we have around us. And that water, and this scenery, and this breeze, and these fish, if that doesn't relax you, nothing will, Rick.
Yeah.
Now I know why that you come as much as you do.
Sound like my wife.
I know why. I know. She don't even have to worry where you are now, does she?
No.
Never worries about you.
That's right.
Well, it's been great. Curtis, I can't thank you enough.
Appreciate
and all your staff. I mean, people have been wonderful. Rick, as always, buddy, it's always good to hook up with you again.
You too.
Todd, keep sending those.
I'll keep sending.
Keep texting, buddy. Keep texting.
Absolutely.
So now you change your outfit and you head to the city.
Gotta go back to D.C.
Okay.
Back to D.C.
We'll travel safe.
As much as I would like to skip out another day, I've got to go back.
You know, I've told my wife, I've done this for 12 years. I've never missed a day of work.
Here's what you truly define what he said.
Yeah.
If you find a job you love, you've never worked a day in your life.
That's right. That's right.
Literally and figuratively, I think you made that come true.
Well, that's what I say. Long as I'm fishing, you know what? Life's good, right?
You know, and I tell people, they said, I said, how'd you do this? They said, well, I didn't catch anything. I said, they don't call it catching, they call it fishing.
That's right. That's right.
But what did you? They don't even mind.
No.
How many times have I come out and got to have a day you get skunked in? You didn't fish right, or you didn't fish hard enough, but you had a great day.
It is. It is. It is.
Not a bad day on the stream.
There you go.
Someone once told me that the Bible, the Lord doesn't take any time away from your life as long as you're fishing. Yep. You're going to live about 150
I was
to 60. You'll be 150
Seriously,
to 60.
that's awesome. Man, my wife, well, she ain't going to like to hear that. I got a really good insurance policy out there. Hey, thank you again. Thank you for coming.
Can't thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate
I
it.
look forward to the next time that you take a break.
Here. We'll be here, brother.
Thank
you, brother.
All right.
Thank you all.
All right, buddy.
Get enough? Back to work.
I'm fishing my